Hey, thank you so much. This is Julie with St. Mary's Press, and we appreciate you reviewing our new Middle School Connect program. So this brief video would help you dive into your review. So we're going to start out by going to the website, smp.org. Here you see two headings. One is shopping, which shows you all of our products. We're going to go to the teacher resources. If this is your first time going to teacher resources, you might have to fill out a little form to get permission. So quick and easy process, and you'll be right in. Just hover over the product resources, and you'll see the two Connect units. The top one is for parish, the bottom one is for school. So since you're part of a parish, we're going to go in here. We're going to just click on that student book, and that's where we're going to find all kinds of tips to help us review. So you can see here very clearly, click on the start here. Here you're going to find a scope and sequence document, samples from the Catechist Guide for year 1, year 2, year 3, typically, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8. Unless you have all of your middle schoolers together for your smaller parishes, then you would follow year 1, year 2, year 3 as a combined group. You'll have a sample from the student book, a sample from the activity book, which is an extra purchase, but well worth it, especially if you have separate religious education and youth ministry programs. This provides a lot of continuity between those two. It also just gives you a ton of really excellent active learning chapters in your back pocket to pull out anytime. If you were a fan of our Catholic Connections program, this document lets you see how the two compare. So we're going to start out looking at that scope and sequence document. So here's where you're going to see what is covered all 3 years. All of the chapters are focused on the 4 pillars of the church: creed, sacraments and liturgy, morality and social justice, and prayer. So we're revisiting those themes throughout the 3-year Connect program, and we're really scaffolding that learning so that they gain a deeper understanding of the 4 pillars as they progress through the 3 years of the program. So you'll see each of the topics. For year 1, there are 21 chapters. For year 2, there are 18 regular chapters looking at the 4 pillars. And then there are 3 additional, what we're calling life issue chapters. So you can see things like making friends or managing peer pressure are really important to middle schoolers. These lessons are not included in the student book. Everything that you need to teach these lessons is in the Catechist Guide. Then year 3 has 11 regular chapters that dive in to those 4 pillars, and they get 10 extra life issue chapters, respecting differences, facing our feelings, things like that. And again, everything that that you need to teach this for young people is included in the Catechist Guide. There are lots of extra activities. You'll see on this main review page, again, an excerpt from the student book, Catechist Guide, or activity book. And there are also 6 tip sheets that are absolutely invaluable. So we're going to look at a couple of those. Here you'll see the developmental characteristics of young adults, and that's going to cover the physical, intellectual, emotional, social, moral, and spiritual characteristics of middle schoolers. It's so important to gear the way we teach, the way we invite them to religious education, in developmentally appropriate ways. And this tip sheet is a great way to do that. Frankly, I would print all of these tip sheets for your catechists. This one looks at the difference between active learning and passive learning, so that we begin to see that whatever the age, from kindergarten through adulthood, passive learning characteristics don't ever work as well as active learning characteristics. And this tip sheet lets you see the difference And then at the bottom gives you an example of an active learning lesson. Group management is very important for your catechists, and this tip sheet lets them know how to have good classroom management. It's all grounded in positive relationships, and then tips for preventing that disruptive behavior with examples. Helping young adolescents pay attention. Developmentally, they don't have a long attention span, so it's important to build lessons that help them pay attention, and Connect certainly does that. And this tip sheet lets them see and make the connections for how our program keeps them paying attention. So that gives you a great way to begin your review. Obviously, you can reach out to us anytime with any questions. We're here to walk through the program with you, answer your questions, and just journey with you in this exciting ministry with our middle schoolers. So God bless you. Thank you so much for all you do to build the faith of our young people. Blessings to all. Bye-bye.